What's up guys, Gibbon back here today with another video for everybody. I hope you are all doing well. I'm actually really pleased to be able to finally bring you this video. Hopefully the ones that saw my last video with one of my gameplays for Hardcore Domination, this was the best gameplay that I got. Now I actually joined this game a little bit late. That guy really annoys me throughout the video with his silenced track-on sniper rifle that is effectively a... I don't know, it's basically an assault rifle. It's the best way of saying it. You can fire it that quickly. But this was a really good game. Now, I've always said previously that Hijack was always my least favourite map. Skyjacked was turning into my least favourite map, but I really enjoyed it on this side around because I just seem to like the way that it is. What I was trying to do in this game, because I knew I joined it sort of slightly late, I'm just trying to work out where everybody is and where people are kind of spawning and where they're coming from and where people are hiding out and all that kind of stuff. So what you're going to see is you're going to kind of see me go to work a little bit. So I'm using the Razorback again. Oh, little pro tip for you. If somebody is using rejacked, when they're rejacking, it's actually difficult for them to see where you move to. So if you shoot them and you see that they're moving rejack, try and run past them or get to the side of them for when they do actually respawn and you can just kill them. Now I managed to stay up here and I take out quite a few people. Now you'll notice I've got the Seraph combat focus on again. That helps me get streaks. The streaks that I'm running in this are the same ones that I was running as last time. So I have the Hardened Sentry, I've got the Cerberus, and I've got the Wraith up as well. At one point, this was the map that I told you where I actually managed to control both sides of the map with just with score streaks, just to stop people being able to run through the middle. So at one point I think we're actually behind, and that's in the second section of the map, and I managed to go off a little bit towards the end, and like I said, it ends up being my best gameplay that I've managed to bring to the table so far. So I was really pleased about that. So again, you can see it looks like I'm being pretty campy, but I've kind of figured out quite quickly where these guys were running to. They're all trying to run up to this area here, seeing Cap B, and kind of spawn camp where I am to try and take people out. My team had just gone back down and taken the C flag. So what we're trying to do is they're all spawning in at A flag, so we're just trying to block them out from doing it. And I'm about to get destroyed again, I think. Yeah, there he is, with that sodding sniper rifle. It's really annoying, and I think it just winds up because all you can hear is that is literally all that you hear. You'll see it again in a second. Watch this. I don't know what you can do about that. But anyways, I managed to get my revenge on this guy anyway, so that makes me feel a lot better about myself. But yeah, it just turned into, I don't know what it is. Sometimes you get into lobbies, or sometimes that you get into a game, and it turns out that you just get revenged on. It turns out that you just end up playing like a really good game, or the game just ends up being really good. I don't know what it is, whether or not I just managed to warm up correctly, or if I've managed to, I don't know if the guys weren't particularly good. I mean, they didn't seem like they were too bad because they've managed to cap a couple of flags, and in the second half of this map, I think they trip cap us at one point. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this was, I think this was during Double Weapon XP weekend, which is probably just finished. I think it's just finished now anyway. So just going absolutely mental and getting ridiculous points. I think I ended up with something like 67 or 70,000 points at the end of this game, so that should give you an idea as to kind of how well that I did. I've actually got a couple more videos coming up soon. Again, the Hardcore Domination. One of them is well, the first one is what happens when you get bad teammates but you're actually quite good. There was nothing that I could do in that game, but my gameplay was actually alright. In that gameplay, what I tried to do is I tried to slay out and push them back to their flag, so we have the opportunity to take the middle flag. It's on Rise, it's actually quite a good gameplay, and I've got another one on Havoc as well, which is running quite well. So, let's see, I joined the game late. First round, we actually win it 100 to 86. And things are going okay. Now I'd not checked to see what my score was at this point. Sometimes I do in in domination. Sometimes I don't. So it's you can kind of strike it lucky with it sometimes. Sometimes it's you're not so lucky with it. So what I'm trying to do again now is get everything going as quickly as possible again, and it doesn't start off very well is the right way of saying it. I make the big mistake here of wall running at the side here. One of the big things to point out with Skyjacked is on Hijacked you used to be able to spawn trap when you were playing domination, and you used to be able to either hold them on A flag or hold them on C flag and just spawn trap them out. Now, because of the jump abilities, you can actually jump outside the map even though you're outside of bounds, and you can wall run on the outside of the I don't know what this is, a floating ship. You can wall run on the floating ship on the outside, so it's a lot harder to spawn trap them, which means that the spawns could actually end up constantly flipping. I don't know if anybody's actually managed to play like a game of TDM yet on Skyjacked, but literally you will spawn flip like an absolute yo-yo. It's just forwards and backwards spawn flipping because everybody's rushing like mad. But you can see here we haven't capped the B flag yet, so what I'm trying to do here, as you can see, is I'm trying to force it so it gives our guys the opportunity to cap the actual flag itself. I've got the combat focus on as well, so that's actually coming into good effect now. So I'm trying to spawn trap. Well, not spawn trap. What I'm trying to do is force the issue to give my guys the best chance of capturing B. So we can get B, and then obviously now when we're actually killing, we're getting double the points for having 2 flags capped. Unfortunately, we don't manage to get it because my team apparently don't know what they're doing. It was really frustrating. I'm really pleased that I've been able to record this. I don't know if anybody else has had this problem with PS4, but when it comes to recording gameplay, particularly if you try to do like a highlight reel in theatre mode, you just seem to get... Well, my game crashes constantly on PS4. I don't know if anybody else has found that, and I know obviously I've got an Xbox One as well, and it's a similar sort of problem on that basis, where there's something not quite right with theatre mode, and it just forces people to crash, or forces the game to crash, to say that there's an error. And Activision's response is to tell you to, well, you need to update your software, and you need to update something or other, and it's a hardware issue, not a software issue. It's not. It's something wrong with your game. Sort it out. It's not that complicated. So yeah, we've struggled a bit here because now we can't. They've got A and they've got B, so I think we start to fall behind a little bit. And like I said, I believe that they trip cap us at one point, which is, I think it's just here actually, where they actually trip cap us. And you think, oh crap, here we go, because now they're going to be getting quadruple, well not quadruple, it's triple the points for every time that they get a kill, which obviously helps them immensely, but luckily we managed to get A back. And I think coming up now is where I go on a little bit of a tear up, where I just go slaying out. I seem to, when it comes into these types of lobbies, particularly if I'm playing as a lone wolf, I start to, I tend to do sort of the main kind of slaying side of things and not necessarily always catching the flag. Obviously I'm aware that we need to get the B flag back, and what you tend to find as well is that people will camp in the top sections on Skyjacked, because if you stand back enough you can't see the person as you're running through. I finally decide, right, well I haven't seen anybody going underneath, so I'm going to go underneath the map and try and do it that way, and sort of do like a real hard flank on the other guys. And I think it works out. Well, I'm pretty sure it does. It works out in my favour quite well. And then I post up here. This point is amazing because people can't see you very well, anyways. And because of the way that the game is, you can tell on their shadows on the floor when they're running. Eventually, I do get taken out. But what I managed to do is control it to such an extent that I managed to hold them back. Now, if my team that I was playing with, or if we were in a team now, because I'm holding them all on the spawn on the right-hand side. What that should have allowed my team to do, as you can see hopefully on the screen now, is to capture B. It gives them the opportunity to do that because I'm holding them all down in one area. I'm not saying that I'm God mode or anything like that, but I've managed to hold them down and get a little bit with it. And force them back to give our team the time to get the B flag back, which then obviously, as you know, playing domination increases the points that you gain over the period of time because you've got 2 flags capped as opposed to just the one. And now, as you can see, my hardened sentry is going to start going to work. That's an excellent spot for the hardened sentry as well. Just pull it to the left, it will take everything out on the right hand side. Ideally, what you'd want is you'd want 2 hardened sentries out. You'd want one on the left hand side of that section and one on the right hand side of that section, and it pretty much covers both ends. I should have done that, but I kind of made a bit of a mistake with it. But as I said, it just seems this gameplay for me was brilliant. I don't know if anybody's ever done this, but when you're playing a game yourself, you kind of get into the zone a little bit when you're playing, and you can feel like it's a good game. You're not 100% certain, but as you kind of going along. You just know that everything's going alright. I managed to get my revenge on this. You can hear that sniper rifle. You should not be able to fire a sniper rifle that quickly. And then as you can see here, we get the trip cap in, which is pretty cool, which then means that we are getting more points. How I didn't die there, I don't know. So I've now got my Cerberus again, and I've also got a hardened sentry. So if you look on the screen, I've got 2 Cerberuses out. I've also got 2 hardened sentries about to come out as well. So I popped the other hardened sentry up there. I think I'll move it a little bit later on, but it seems to be going, like I said, it seems to work quite well. And we've literally got control of the map now, just as how we want it to be. But for whatever reason, I decided to pick up my sentry gun, pull it down here, and place it. I don't know why. What I should have done was placed it in the jump pool, but I placed it there, and it seems to do all right for us anyway. So I'm just sort of hiding and watching for people, see if I can get just slay out. Really, the more you slay out, the more you get it. And I managed to get the Wraith. Pop the Wraith up, and I think the rest is history. I'm pretty sure the gameplay is coming to an end now. I'm just really giddy to bring you this gameplay because it's my best ever gameplay on a hardcore domination. So I think we're about to win the match pretty soon. We're not too far away from that now. So like I said, real good gameplay. I'm really impressed with it. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit that like button. If you are new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe as well. I'm starting to bring more content on a much more regular basis now. And yeah, really enjoying YouTube. I'm really pumped for it, and I seem to be really enjoying Black Ops 3. But as you can see there, 200 for 193. You're about to see my score, and here it is. Best ever score in a hardcore dom. There it is, guys. 57 and 19. If that doesn't deserve a thumbs up and a subscribe, I don't know what does. Until next time, peace!
We'll be right back.